Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am doing my full foundation routine from primer all the way to bronzing and highlighting. This foundation routine is more so that you'd use to go out clubbing, to go out to a party, to any event, something that's quite foolproof, that won't budge and will look really great in photos. So that's the foundation routine there. I hope you guys enjoy how I turn my face into this. Also, I have filmed this smoky eye look as well. That will definitely be the next video, so please stay tuned for that. If you want to know how I achieve this full coverage foundation routine, just keep watching. Before I start this video, I just wanted to put it out there just in case I make some weird faces or if my eyes go all weird. I'm currently not wearing my contacts and I'm getting some on Friday, so I can't actually see my viewfinder, but I've got a mirror in front of me, so that's pretty much what I'm gonna go off. If I start squinting, that is exactly why. So first things first, I'm going to prime my skin. So in my previous video you saw that I was using my Step 1 Makeup Forever smoothing primer and my Photo Finish color correcting concealer. But today all I'm going to use is just my Step 1 Makeup Forever smoothing primer. So I only get like around a pea-sized amount. And then I like to rub that between my fingers and then just add it. So I just apply it onto where I have pores. So I like to put it in my smile line areas as well. Around here is where I get the worst pores. I forgot to put my trusty eye cream. How funny are the faces that are made while putting on eye cream. Alright, so that is step 1. Next step, I think it's step 1 because it's step 1. Next, what I like to do is do my brows, because I don't like any foundation or any powders going in them. I'm gonna skip through this. And with the power of makeup, and my brows are done. I just carved them out with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer. I'm in shade Y31, so I use that. And then I just used this kind of brush to carve out. So now I'm going to show you what I do with my foundation. What I do to achieve a very nice, luminous, healthy looking and full coverage foundation routine is there's two types of foundations that I use. One that I like to use every single day is the oil-free matte CC cream. Yeah, so I really love this for every day. It's perfect. It's my perfect shade. Also, it provides full coverage. It's probably one of the only foundations slash, I guess, CC cream that doesn't go super oily on my nose. It doesn't slide anywhere, and at the end of the day still looks exactly the same as how I put it on, like first thing in the morning. So I really love this one. But today I'm going to be showing you my full glam foundation routine. If you do want to see a more natural everyday foundation routine, make sure you subscribe down below and like this video, and I'll be sure to put one up. So what I like to do is I like to use Fenty. Now everyone says it's quite a matte foundation, but for me I find that it's still makes me dewy, but I like to add something else to make it even more dewier. But I'm kind of in between shades, so I've got 290 and 360. What I love about Fenty foundation is that I love the undertones. These two in particular are the olive undertones. I can always just mix and match what shade I need just from these two. I love it so much. I'm going to do that, and then in with that as well, I'm going to add in my Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Rose Gold. I like to only put like maybe two drops of these. Just want to add a little bit of luminosity, but not go overboard that I look like tinfoil. And I like to apply with my fingers just in the sections that I need it. So on the forehead, I only put a little, not as much as I would put on the side. I also try not to put too much on my chin because I feel like the more I put on my chin, the more cakier it looks. And then I like to go in with my Marc Jacobs The Face 3 brush. Now I have oily to combo skin, more on the oily side, but I do have areas of my face that get quite dry. So that's the foundation. Now onto concealer. Other than using my fingers, the only other way that I like to blend out my under eye concealer is with a beauty blender. Now my one is on the way out. It is manky as, but I'm going to be getting a new one soon. So, but this is my absolute favorite. You can use any sponge that you like. I just prefer this one. It works well for me. I've tried other ones, but this is the best one that I've tried. So I go in with my concealer. I like to directly put it on. So I just put some underneath. And I blend it out. Oh yeah, and the concealer I'm using is the same as what I use for carving up my brows, and it's really good. Add whatever's left on the sponge and I apply it to forehead, the bridge of my nose, and my chin. I also really like to make sure that if I have any dark spots peeping through, I like to conceal them as well, but I like to spot conceal, or I do it with foundation. So that's that. Now onto cream contouring. I like to use my Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting palette in this brown color. Doesn't sound very nice, does it? In this contour shade. So I like to go in. I like to be quite generous with this because it's not too crazy, which is nice. So I start on the forehead first, and I kind of just map out where I want it to be contoured. I have quite a big forehead, so I like to focus a lot on there. This is another reason why I don't really like putting too much foundation on my forehead, because the cream contouring is just an added layer and it makes it, I just don't want it to be cakey. And what I love about this this contour cream is I can leave it on like that for a while. Now I like to go in into my cheekbones. I also like to do my nose. And then I go in with my beauty blender and I just buff it out. And that's the cream contouring. Now before I bake, I make sure that my under eyes are still quite smooth, so I go in with my ring finger. And to bake, I'm using my Laura Mercier. I don't like to bake for too long just because I feel like it ends up looking really chalky, so I just bake for like maybe a minute or so. Brush off whatever excess. Brush all over to make sure I've set everything. Now onto powder bronzing. I like to use my Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and again going in with this middle shade. Sometimes I go a little bit crazy with the bronzer, but I mean, why not? For my nose, try not to get too precise. I just pinch my brush together and then do that. And then with the same brush that I cleaned up with, I just make it a bit more natural. And then last but not least, highlighter. Going in with my Fenty Hustler Baby and a small luxe crease brush by Zoeva. Just like to tap it in. I really like using smaller brushes now for highlight. I don't know why. I'm just not into the big brush anymore. I feel like it's more precise and get it where I want it. And there you guys have it. This is my full coverage foundation routine. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye!